Hi, I'm Professor Ullman. Some of you may recognize me from classes that are taught by Professor Ullman. Now, I'm here to talk to you about ProctorTrack. I know that some of you are a little bit nervous about using ProctorTrack. You think, well, maybe if I shift my eyes in a certain way, suddenly I'm going to get expelled from school. So I want to talk to you about whether that's a real issue, whether that can happen. So I've prepared a detailed PowerPoint on exactly that question. Here it is. No. That's the whole PowerPoint. There's nothing more to it. No, that just doesn't happen. There's nothing to be afraid of. Now, look, I know that some of you may think that ProctorTrack is like this impersonal cheating bot that somehow has a data link to the Office of Student Conduct, almost like it just reports you automatically. But no, that isn't how it works. Here's how it does work. So after the exam, ProctorTrack gives me a dashboard that shows me the students and any suspected violations. Now, the students' identities here have been blurred out because this was from a real exam, but let's take a look at what got flagged. Looks like student looked away. Let's review that one. Wait, that's it. I got the right answer. Oh, brain, you never fail me. Okay, look, nobody's going to report that student for cheating. Now let's try another one. Ooh, this one looks interesting. Phone call. Let's take a look. Hey Vern, I'm taking this calculus test. This is a really hard question. Get ready for this. What's the derivative of x squared? What do you mean with respect to what variable? If I knew any of this stuff, I wouldn't have to ask you. Wait, is the camera on? Oh, sorry. No, I don't want any insurance. Bye. Okay, spoiler alert. That guy's getting accused of cheating. Look, I know some of you are worried that if you make the wrong movement on camera, or if your sister walks past the field of vision, or if your mom calls from the kitchen that it's time for dinner, that somehow this will be an irregularity and it'll end up getting you accused of cheating. But no, that's not how it works. So let's summarize what the actual truth is. 1. ProctorTrack doesn't accuse you of cheating. Only a teacher can accuse you of cheating after reviewing the evidence. 2. We only do this when it's clear from the evidence the student cheated. We're not interested in making wild accusations of cheating. We only do it when it's clear the student cheated, and we do that because we have an obligation to keep the exam honest. That's really what this is all about. We know that most of you want to take your exams honestly and fairly, and you have a right to know that we're doing everything that we can to create an environment in which everyone's performance in the class really reflects their ability. So that's all this is about. I hope this clears up some of your concerns about ProctorTrack.